So can you all hear me very well?
Yes, sir.
Loud and clear.
So the thing, whenever I look at the charts, first thing I look at is I look at the economic calendar because it shows where volatility is to enter the market. So I've not taken any trade because the pairs I trade have been UIR, DXY, that's dollar. Dollar has been rubbish, so I haven't really seen any A plus trade to take. So I haven't taken any trade all week. That's why when some of you asked me, Alex, when you asked me, I told you I'm not looking at the chart because I'm waiting for dollar to do something. So today there is an economic news by 8:30. Anytime you are saying here is New York time. So 8:30 New York time is 2:30 Nigerian time. So let me go to the chart. So after I check the economic calendar and I see that okay, there's a high impact news. High impact news means there's a red folder news here. I go over to the charts. I go over to the charts. So the chart, first chart I look at is DXY. What is DXY doing? As you can see, DXY is consolidating. DXY is in a trapped order flow. But trapped order flow is when there's 50-50 chances. It's not one-sided. What we want market to be one-sided. Trapped order flow is 50-50. Now, there is this thing is trapped between two fair value gaps. This fair value gap and this fair value gap. Do you understand? So dollar is consolidating. And once dollar is consolidating is not clear. The rest of the major currency pairs you will be going haywire and intermarket analysis is going to fail. Like if you see now, if I go to EU, see what EU is doing. EU is also consolidating rubbish markets. That is why I've not looked at any trade on EU. GU2 is consolidating. So nothing on GU. Nothing on GU2 is consolidating. Gold. Gold is moving. And it's only gold that I have my eyes on. Though I should have taken a trade on gold, but I wanted more clarity. For gold is something I'm going to definitely look for a trade today. Because gold does not really respect, it does not really respect dollar like that. So Nasdaq is before I get interested in anything Nasdaq, I want it to I want to see it coming to this place, into this fair value gap. Once I see Nasdaq coming to this fair value gap, I'll be looking to trade it down. This will be weekly hold for us. And not really tangible on the weekly. It's really tangible on the weekly. Okay. It's not really tangible on the weekly. But I want to see this trade up to this fair value gap and sell off. That's just it. Let me just take away Aussie. Aussie is also in a trap to that flow. It's in a monthly bearish fair value gap. It's in a daily bullish fair value. It's in a weekly bullish fair value gap. Trap to that flow. So what I have to do is I have to wait for clarity on DXY to know if I'll be trading it lower or I'll be trading it higher. Because if DXY is going down, this will be going up. And if DXY is going up, this will be going down. So let's see. Also, something I'm talking here short term on Aussie is if I see a 4-hour fair value gap moving away from this zone. If I see a 4 hours fair value gap moving away from this zone, I'll be interested in Aussie. For UCAD, UCAD, UCAD is just going completely opposite. But let's check what's happening on the monthly. Is in a bullish fair value gap on the monthly. There is a bearish on the monthly. There's a weekly bearish fair value gap. So trap order for 50-50. What I want now is I'm saying price close above and create a fair value gap above this weekly fair value gap, which is interesting. But then again, dollar is not certain. It's not certain to go up or go down. We're not yet certain yet, so we are waiting for confirmation. But this, I'll be disregarding this weekly fair value gap. I like as market is closing aggressively above it, while we are in the daily, we are in the what do you call it, monthly bullish fair value gap to go up. So what we're doing is that we're waiting for price to come in here and move. That's my expectation for price to come here. Let's see what price gets in here. I want to see how price reacts to this zone, or if it's going to go up or go down. That means you can also wait for the monthly candle, February monthly candle to close to know to be confirmed. But let's see how price reacts from here. That's what I'll be waiting for. So there is high impact news today. Let's see what the news has in store. Then but the what declares to me is gold. Now gold is declared, and gold declares to me on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, what is on the weekly time frame, you can see price is respecting a premium array. Price is respecting this high. What I mean price is respecting this high is not closing above it. And what do you have below here? You have a bullish fair value gap below. So market moves from what? Market moves from liquidity to imbalance. Liquidity to imbalance. So I want gold to trade down to this piece and give a push up. So going down to for today, there is no resistance. This is a low resistance liquidity run. Gold might tap this today. It's a very low resistance liquidity run. Like no stress, no hassle, no stress to get to the target. Very low resistance. Very low resistance liquidity run. You can see it's very, very smooth. So you move down to the 4 hours. Initially, this is where our first entry is supposed to come. This is where our first entry is supposed to come. But the reason I didn't take this trade, was because I did not see any chance to get into the trade. Because I didn't take the trade from here, which is my mistake, because I would have swinged this pair. This should have been the if I wanted to swing this book, this should have been my position. This should have been my position. And this is my TP. Okay. If I was to swing this trade, but I didn't do that because I wanted to do sniper, like catch that sniper entry. So from here, you know the drill from 4 hours. If I want to take entry from 4 hours, I go down to the 15 minutes. I go down to the 15 minutes. This occurred on Tuesday. So once market took out this to show you this, once market got to that fair value gap on the 4 hours, as you can see, it did not offer any retracements in here. I don't trade during Asian session. I sleep. Saying that's the normal thing. I sleep. But price did not give us a retracement. What I was waiting for is okay, this happened, fair value gap, and I was waiting for kind of retracement into that fair value gap to take the trade. But I didn't see it. But when market formed this candle, this particular candle is what I call candle of death. I expected the price to break this candle. So I waited.
That long conventional news can't do that.
Yeah?
That long conventional news can't do that.
It's mostly, I don't know. Well, I'll check. There's most likely news. There was news on this day. So I was looking for market to take out this candle as a retracement to sell off. But it occurred during Asian session, which I was sleeping, so I didn't get that trade. And on Wednesday did not present a good opportunity for us to take the trade. So I didn't take the trade on Wednesday. But this is a very high probability trade and say so it would have been good to swing. So basically now the idea, what I'm waiting for because dollar is not yet clear on the direction it wants to go. So dollar is not yet clear on the direction it wants to go, whether it's going up or going down. So once dollar is clear, I will know for the other currency pairs. I'll just be watching it because of the news coming out today. But what I'm looking at is this. This is what I'm looking at for this pair. Depending on how this closes, I'm looking at depending on how this closes, I'm looking at it trading back up to this fair value gap and reaching for the weekly fair value gap. Weekly fair value gap. Overall, my targets is here. Take out this entering the weekly fair value gap. So depending on how this candle closes, why I say depending on how this candle closes, we can either if this candle closes and offers this fair value gap, depending on how it closes, we know if this is a breakaway gap. That's to know if it's a breakaway gap, then we're not expecting price to come inside here. We're going to go to the lower time and look for a fair value gap to take us straight down into this weekly fair value gap. And if it's not a breakaway gap, if we're expecting it to go here, once it enters here, there are two ways. Once it goes inside, there are two ways. Either you swing it, that is, the drill always targets 1 to 2. Either you swing it, does this offer 1 to 2? You know, pass by 1 to 2. Or just target 1 to 2. If you want to swing this trade, if you want to swing it, this is going to be the trade. This is going to be, but only after this candle closes. But all in all, Seth, even if you don't wait for this candle to close, what are you seeing here? This is on that fair value gap. But this is a break-even gap, so I don't even expect price to get into here at all. This is a break-even gap. I don't expect price to come into here. Do you understand?
Oh,
It's a break-even gap. I don't expect price to come into that side. But that's fine. So this is if this candle closes. Once this candle closes, this could be your trade idea. Let's go one step. Let me set my limits. No, I'll wait for once the candle closes, I'll set my limits. Let's look at how this swing trade plays out. I want to see how the swing trade plays out. I like it. Type probability, so this is it. Though the full trade idea for this pair is here. But I always target 1 to 2. So I will close probably 80% at 1 to 2. Close 80% at 1 to 2. Then leave partials runners to get down here. This is already a trade, but I don't expect it to come up. So this is the trade idea. Let me post it on my group. I'll post it on the group later on once this candle closes. Candle is going to close in an hour 44 minutes, so you just have to wait for it.
I know.
Now, in an hour 44 minutes, this candle is going to close. That's basically, should that be 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock ish. 6 o'clock New York time, not Nigerian time, New York time. 6 o'clock ish. Okay.
Now, so,
That's around 12 o'clock Nigerian time. So once this candle closes, we'll know, are we going to swing it? But this is a very, very excellent swing trade, depending on when this candle closes. Then what I wanted to now show you, so I'll remove this. Let me hide this for. Can I hide this first? Okay, I can hide it. Let me hide it. So um remember I told you depending on how this candle closes, you expecting it to trace up into its fair value gap.
I
That's
can hear you.
remember I told you depending on how this candle closes, you will know whether to
Mm,
expect it to retrace into this fair value gap or not. This potential fair value gap, sorry, potential fair value, you're not sure the fair value gap, it has not been into this potential fair value gap or not. So break-even gaps like this now, here is the fair value gap for me. But with the aggressiveness that this candle used to close below here, below this candle, I'm not expecting it to go up. So normally, if I was still targeting here, what I could have done, what I would have done is this. I go back, I go back here, I go to the 1 hour time frame to look for if there's any fair value. Let me mark this. And I've gone to the 1 hour time frame. Let's take this first. So instead from here, I would have looked for any fair value gap. Is there any fair value gap? There's a fair value gap here. The market did not reach up for it. So I won't have gotten this trade. Anyways, let's wait for this. I really love it for this candle to close. I remember what I told you. Market goes from liquidity to imbalance. This is liquidity. That's taking liquidity. What it should be going for is imbalance. Depending on how this closes, this chart it cannot be might also come into here, which I highly doubt. But depending on how this candle closes, we'll know if we're expecting it to come into here and trade down or form fair value gap here, trade it down. That's it. So for others not seeing anything clear, you see how clear this is. So I want to remove back test because I want to know yesterday. I wasn't on the chat yesterday. I was traveling
I
yesterday.
can hear
I wasn't on the
you.
chat. So let's see what I can. I say I wasn't on the chat yesterday. I was traveling. So I want us to go
Okay.
over yesterday's price action. Let's see what you could have done different. So um, I would let's go from here. Now, if we're swinging, now okay, everything is time and price. So yesterday, a fair value gap formed. Remember, from liquidity to imbalance, and from imbalance to what? Liquidity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the market took out this basically liquidity, right? From this. After liquidity, what do you get? Imbalance. Imbalance will form market into imbalance. After imbalance, what next? Liquidity. So after this imbalance, liquidity. But that thing is when did this form? When did this enter here? It entered around what time? 8 o'clock. That's 8 o'clock New York time. Then I'm not trading. But if we were swinging this, as I was saying, if we were swinging, if I was going on a swing trade, if I was going on a swing trade, which I should have, because swing trade when you're traveling, though I didn't look at the chart, I wasn't interested in anything because of DXY has been doing rubbish. As in, sorry, DXY has been consolidating, not rubbish, has been consolidating. That's why I'm not interested in anything. Well, if you wanted to swing this pay, swing this trade, this is where we would have gotten. Give us an opportunity. This is where stop loss.
Your voice they reduce.
If you wanted to swing this pay, I'm showing you the numerous opportunities to swing this pay. When I say swing, not intraday, swinging is that when you are swing trading, yeah, you don't care about the time, you
Mm,
don't care about the news. You don't care about the time, you don't care
okay.
about the news. Excuse me, let me take this call. Okay, I'm back with you. So if I do want to take intraday, it will be the case today
One
because
waiting.
can you hear me?
You said that one waiting.
I said
Yeah,
uh, I said if you don't want to take intraday, I hope people know what intraday is. Intraday is people that take trades within the day and hope to close it that day. That's what intraday traders are.
okay.
That can hold for days, weeks. Do you understand? So if you are taking trades on the 4 hours, you are not an intraday trader. You are a swing trader. Do you understand? So if we wanted to swing this, I want to take us over this chart again. If we wanted to actually swing this trade, or should I say mixed trade opportunities this week on gold. So the first things first is on the weekly, because daily time alignments, if you're analyzing charts on the weekly, you look for confirmation through entry, depending on the type of trader you want to be. Do you understand? Depending on the type of trader you want to be. If you analyze your trade,
Mm,
same opportunity on the weekly, you move to the 4 hours. It's the 4 hours that you take your trade, your confirmation and your trade. Get it there. If you
eh?
are like this, if I'm on the monthly now, let's assume I'm on the monthly. I see a trade on the monthly. Do you understand? If I want to take this trade now,
I,
what would I do? I will go over to the daily and look for confirmation. Like this now.
mm,
Let's assume this. On the monthly time frame, I wanted price to come into this space, come into this fair value gap and move, right?
mm,
And move up. What will I do? I will go over to the daily. When I go to the daily, what will I be looking for inside there? I'll be looking for a leg, price leg that will create a fair value gap. Basically, this is what I'm looking for. Price leg, the price got into this 1 hour, sorry, this monthly fair value gap, and it created on that fair value gap, which is this. It created on that fair value gap, which is this. Do you understand? So if I wanted to swing
yes.
this from the day it did swing, market came into this. I wanted to swing it. This would have been the idea. This will be the target. Do you see? Do you understand what I mean? That is the same thing that is happening now that's been happening on the 4 hours. Abi? Yes, 4 hours. I see a nice swing trade setting up on good. If it plays out, a very nice swing trade. Okay, so this is it. Cancel this candle. This candle is this week. Do you understand? This candle is this week. So
Mm,
I'm saying prior to this week, before this week started. So just leave this candle out. Let's try and move it like this. Before this week started, if you notice, there's a what? A fair value gap. Do you understand? There's a fair
mm,
value gap here. And once there's a fair value gap, and you see that market here is respecting premium array, it's not taking out this high, it's not closing above this high. Can you see the high I'm talking about? This high,
yeah,
market
I'm
is
seeing it.
not closing above it. You know that you should be expecting bearishness because after liquidity is what? Imbalance. Where is the imbalance? Imbalance is down here. So at the beginning of the week, from here now, you now come to the 4 hours.
Sorry, closing above which what do you
Um, this candle here, this candle, let me change it to this.
mm-hmm.
So this candle now, where this thing is, it did not close above. That's last week candle did not close above last 2 weeks candle. Did not close. A week above it, did not close above it. Do you understand? It
I'm
means
trying to understand. No.
okay.
Can you shift your charts? Let me see the full chart.
This candle here did not close above this candle. When I say close, like now, see,
This particular candle.
A minute. You know what I mean by close, right? The body
Of
did
course.
not close above this candle. The body of
Above the week.
yes, it did not close above the
You mean
week.
above the week?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So
It
what
did not
does
close,
that indicate?
it did not close above the week of this. It's a symbol of bearishness.
Okay.
The market is I call it premium arrays and it's liquidity. There was liquidity above previous week's high. So market took it out, it took liquidity, but it did not close above it, showing that there's a sign of bearishness. So what will you do? Once this candle closes, that's last week. When this week comes, you go to the 4 hours. You go to the 4 hours. This thing wants to end fast. You go to the 4 hours. And when you are going to the 4 hours, what are you looking for from the 4 hours? You are looking for
Confirmation.
yes, that's a fair value gap going lower, which is what you got here. Here, fair value gap. This is your first trade presented to you. That's why sometimes you see some people trading with multiple entries at different points. You think they are just doing it anyhow. So this was your first trade presented to you. I usually target 1 to 2, so I won't have targeted everything here. Yeah, that's just it. But I would have targeted this 1 to 2, week 1 to 2, and that's my trade. But let me just, for fullness sake, this is the idea I'm looking at. The market presented on that one for us. This is the second leg. We are seeing a second leg fair value gap. You can play it. This will be it. So this is a fair value gap, right? This is another block. You just look at the bodies of the other block. You play it down. Now this is setting up to be potential third leg. As long as there is no fair value gap in the day that is above to cause price to go down, there is none. You expect price to go down again. You want to call it, you can play the third leg. This is the third leg fair value gap is giving us. This is the first leg. This is the second leg. This is going to be the third leg. There's already a fair value gap. Let's just wait for this one to close. Either we wait for this to close or it comes up to this space. That's here. This fair value gap here. And we still take on that short. On that short to where to see the same weekly fair value gap. And that's people that means you already have 3 entries. Do you understand? 3 entries alone this week in this pair. This 3 entries in this pair. So I want to when price
Even at the beginning of the week on the 4 hours, it's already showing a double.
yes, yes. So you get so depending on how this candle closes, I'll update you on how the candle closes. Then we set up our swing trading. That's okay. This is what we want to swing good, and let's do it. Let's see how it goes. So I'll be looking at swinging and intra trading good. I don't know if you understand. Swinging as per from the 4 hours, then once I swing later on during swinging it does not require time. It does not require time because I trade with time and price. I execute my intraday trades at specific times I call key zones. Time and price, time and price. That is how it goes. So now let's watch out for this. So this is the only thing I'm looking at today. Unless the news comes out by 8:30 New York time and gives me something wonderful from DXY to know that I'm actually going up or I'm going down because currently CDXY, that's dollar. Dollar is messing around. See, this up and down, up and down. Nothing is clear. So what do I mean by clear? Now, for it to be clear, dollar should either close above this fair value gap or close below this. One of the two. One dollar does one of the two. I know that yes, if it closes below here, I know that yes, it's bearish. If it closes above here, I know that it's bullish. Then with that information, I can use and start looking for the corresponding things on the other major currency pairs. A is just looking
Come again, please.
partially good. A is looking a bit good. if dollar is going to buy, rather if dollar is going to sell, if dollar is going to sell, it should go up from here. If dollar is going to buy, it will go down. While here, I'm also saying something nice for this DX, for this USD card, but still it's depending on what dollar does. Because if dollar goes up, USD card should follow suit and go up. If dollar goes down, it should go down. So everything is just 50-50. We're not really sure. It's just it's just good. I mean, look at what good is doing. Good is the clearest to me, very, very clear. And that's given us good opportunities already this week. So we just have to wait and see what it does. So I'll give you an update on when the 4 hour candle closes and we know what to do next, how to execute the trade. And I'll send the trade idea out. Is that fine? I hope people are in the what they call it in the group chat, Telegram group chat, because I'll be posting it in the Telegram group chat. That's where the video is going to be. The chat analysis, rather, to be in the Telegram group chat. I think so. That's all for the analysis of today. Let's just wait for the 4 hour candle to close and we have our trade. Probably hold it for the week, or maybe the news can even take it there once. Who knows? So we'll see what we'll do. See how it plays out. All right, now thank you very much for attending. See you guys later.